Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into yet another video on this channel, and there's drama in Faze Clan. When isn't there drama in Faze Clan at this point? You know, Tfue, Faze Rain, everyone's exposing Faze Clan. But now Tico's come out, a person who I never thought would ever come out and say anything about Faze. You know, this guy genuinely loves Faze Clan, you know, but he isn't happy with how Faze Clan is going right now. But we'll hear what Tico has to say in this video. Honestly, he's just calling out Faze Clan. I will admit I have watched a little bit of this. I haven't watched too much, kind of just skipped to the good parts. So I didn't really watch all of it. But I'm going to put it on YouTube and react to it with you guys. But yeah, let's just get straight into the video.
As someone who's been a member for 12 years, to get anyone's attention, to be taken seriously, is crazy to me. I've tried to solve this privately for years. For fucking years. The fact that I care this much and I'm not even a real owner. Everyone has made it very clear that I'm not an owner and I'm not even near any of the top dogs and I don't matter for shit. You've showed me over and over and over again that I do not mean shit to you all. How are you going to be the biggest organization in the world? Leaders in this scene, pushing this scene forward, pushing this industry forward, leading by example, and you can't even take care of your members that's been in for 12 fucking years. I've never claimed to be on Apex Banks, Tempers, Reigns level, okay? I never claimed to be them. I never claimed to be an owner, a leader, any of that sort, okay? I know my place, and they've made it very sure what my place is. Like, I've never tried to get what they have. I've never tried to be them. Like, trust me, okay? I'm not delusional. It's this leading me on with fake promises, with just lies, and then never owning up to it, always blaming someone else. Do you want to hear something even crazier? The only contract I've ever had with Faze, guess what contract that is? The only contract I ever had. Guess. The Tfue contract. It's the only contract I ever had with Faze.
Well, the thing is of esports, it is the way it is now, which I think it will always be like this. You know, it's a growing industry, you know, it's growing fast, it's growing, in some aspects it's growing slow, you know, compared to other things, but it is growing fast. But I think what these people in esports have got to realise is it's still a growing industry, but you know, so there's going to be difficulties within the industry at the same time, you know, because you always see players and content creators switching to all these different teams all the time, you know. That is esports. That is what esports does. There's all, you know, you can be loyal to one team, but overall, if you're not like a huge owner in the team and you're just hiring these people to do stuff, then a lot of the time, at some point, you will, you know, you'll either want to switch yourself or they'll tell you to switch. And stuff like that, you know, teams are not meant to last forever. You know, it's like I say, you know, Faze Clan it's a growing industry, and these people have got to realise is that sometimes it's okay to switch. Okay, like I understand Tico though, you know, he's been in this org for so long, and why would he ever want to leave to go to another one? He'll feel like he's cheating on the team, you know. But when something gets that big and you're not in the top and owners or whatever, you know, at some point it might not work out in the future, and you've got to have plans of, okay, well, if this doesn't work in the future for me, oh, am I going to go to a different org, or am I just going to do something else? And maybe it's time for these people to just apart from Faze. Unfortunately, I don't want to say it, but I'm just saying the hard truth. This is esports, you know. This is what happens right now. You know, it's still a growing industry. You know, it hasn't got all this money for, you know, to keep hundreds of people, you know. You know, FaZe kind of already messed up with the Fortnite side, you know. They lost, I think at the end they did lose a bunch of money with Fortnite. Don't quote me on that, they might not have, but they could have lost a bunch of money. I'm not completely sure, but that could have happened. But I think I heard somewhere that at the end the Fortnite stuff wasn't worth it. But I don't know. Maybe I personally think it was. But overall, you know, I guess this is what happens in esports. You know, things won't start working out. Maybe it's time for for Tico to just move on and do his own thing like Faze Rain did.
Defending Faze on Twitter, everywhere, about that whole situation. I was in the same contract myself. Let that fucking sink in. I told them I need this contract terminated today or I'm going public with it. And they did terminate it, okay? But here's the thing. This is like 2019. Even at that point, no follow-up, no new deal, no new contract, no like, hey, we want to make this right. Nothing. I always thought I was just building, so I never asked for anything. But either you're going to include me with you guys, even at a smaller scale. At least do that. Or pay me. Or pay me like any other fucking employee doing work for you. Twice, I did the champion collab photo shoot, and I have to go out at 7 in the morning to get pictures for the shoot the same day. For free, by the way, while you sell the drop for millions and millions and millions of dollars. You can't even pay me a little bit for the fucking photo shoots. It's just all this like where I always feel like I just owe you something. I just owe you something because it's such a fucking privilege to be in Faze, right? I've been in this fucking gray zone where like I'm not the owners of these guys because like no, obviously I'm not nearly as important as these guys, but I'm also not getting paid for anything I'm doing. I'm just in the middle.
Okay, so this is kind of another one. It's so weird, man. Esports, it's such a... Right now, I'm going to say it's an untrustworthy industry to work in, okay? I know that I've spoke to people who are in the industry. You know, I know people who are in the industry. And, you know, you've got to be so careful. Maybe... It honestly depends, because I feel like Tico needs to get paid for the photo shoots, you know? You get paid for every bit you do for the team. Like, don't let these companies walk all over you. You should never ever do that. But at the same time, okay, but what else are Faze providing for him? Are they providing free accommodation? Are they providing free food at the same time? Like, how much money is this guy getting in general? Okay, like how much is he getting in general and what benefits is he getting? Because us as viewers, we don't know that. We don't actually know what is going, how much he's getting, you know. Obviously he isn't happy with how things are going at the minute, but yeah, that's completely fair enough. You know, we don't know what's going on fully in the background. He's just saying his story. I've never seen Tico this angry with anything. I've never seen Tico angry, you know. I'm actually a fan of Tico. I love his stuff, you know. His merch is amazing and stuff like that, but you know, it's one of those things where we don't fully know what's going on, so you kind of have to just go off what he's saying.
Valuable member, here's a contract. Nah, because it's such a fucking privilege to be in Faze. I'm so fortunate to be in Faze. I never asked for anything and I just said yes and yes and yes and did everything you ever asked for without ever asking for anything because I thought I was going to be included with y'all. Someone else can come in as late as last year who's not from this industry, never lifted a finger for Faze, probably didn't even know what Faze was, and get 3 times the amount of shares that I have and a monthly or annually salary that's more money than I've ever been paid from Faze by a monthful. All of these years, we always hear talent first, talent first. Talent is the most important thing. No, we're not. You've always showed us otherwise. You've always showed us that these recruits that you make, the celebrities who get more, like Snoop Dogg and his son has more money and more shares than a lot of Faze members who were here from fucking day one. It's not even just about me at this point. There's so many people. Yes, Rain is right. For everyone that's saying Rain's tripping, Rain is the only guy who has balls to speak up. He's the only one that's not letting them walk all over us because he cares about the brand. I care about the brand. And I'm not even a fucking owner like that. I don't own nothing compared to them. My opinion is not valid for these people. They don't give a fuck about me. I had to invest money in Faze to even have any kind of part of it because they had given me nothing. I've been in Faze for 9 years at this point. And the first way in for me is me having to invest $50,000 of my own money. And even in that whole process, they fuck me over. So I'm asking you, this is not a video where I'm gonna like, I'm leaving Faze. I'm asking you, am I in Faze? Because I've been in for 12 years, and you would think that someone that's been in for this long and have such history with you guys would have some kind of deal with you and a contract with you and incentive with you to move forward with you. There's nothing for me at this point with Faze. There's nothing. Like, I don't have a salary. I don't have anything to work towards. I don't have, like, no matter what I do, I don't make anything more from this point.
Faze, like, he's only a part of Faze because he's an investor. So that's what it seems like. So I get what he's saying. You know, he's been a part of Faze for so long, and just for Faze to just be using him to say, "Oh, go out for photo shoots and stuff like that." You know, it's kind of like, well, you know, I invested all this money, but you've done absolutely nothing for me other than, oh yeah, just give us some, you know, free clout type thing. You know.
All time. I should have just been lucky that I was even a part of it to begin with, right? I had over $100,000 in Faze's bank when we bought the CSGO team. I did get the money back like a year later, okay? So I'm not saying that. I did get my money back. You're just not gonna act like I wasn't a part of that I wasn't like low key one of the reasons we even got a CS team to begin with. And I'm not taking credit for making it happen at all. I had nothing to do with that. But if you don't feel like I was any kind of bridge, and I had $100,000 in a bank account, and I've been to more CS events than all of our owners combined. I give more fucks about that than all of our owners combined. They can't even make as much as a tweet when we win a major. Oh yeah, I care about this. Yeah, Faces. No, you don't. I'm not even an owner and I care more than you do. I used to pay for my own flights to go to tournaments with the CS team. I used to take them out to dinner, pay for the dinner with my own money, and never ask for a reimbursement because I just wanted to represent FaZe the best way I could. I swear in everything.
Yeah, I fully agree with him on that. You know, £50,000 of his own money has went into FaZe, and I think the shares in FaZe actually did go down, if I'm not wrong. So I think he might have lost money. I don't know how early he invested. So overall, he could have lost money, could have gained money. I'm not too sure. I've done things with G2. Okay, I've been to esports events with them. But overall, you know, the community managers and stuff and what they do with the fans is crazy and it's good. You know, they really care. So an org like that really cares about everything. But FaZe, for not even paying for him to go to these events as he is a shareholder, and he promotes them. Every video he does, he pretty much promotes FaZe every single time. You know, give him free tickets to these places, give him a free flight, you know, like give him more stuff that's going to benefit him and make him feel a part of a team. Because personally, I don't feel like I'm not a part of something. I don't like feeling like I'm being used, you know what I mean? And I get what Tico's saying, you know, the guy, he's probably feeling used and it's really built up, and now he's just got to the point where I know he needs to say it. He needs to get on the camera and say it.
I never asked for anything because I always thought, no, I'm building. We're building. I'm a part of this. Even though I'm less, again, I want to clarify it. I know I'm not the real owners, and I never tried to be. I'm never asked to be or never asked to get what they have. But holy fuck, it's disrespectful when you put it all together. FaceClan insisted in making the clothing with me, like my merch drop and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? It makes sense. We'll do it together. It's a good split. We'll make it in-house. They fuck up the design and like the manufacture process. And then I have to go on Twitter to find out that these people haven't received their hoodies 2 months later. And I don't even get as much as an apology. And some of those people got the wrong hoodies because you put the wrong print on. After that, I obviously don't want to do clothing in-house with FaZe anymore. So I do it by myself. I pay for the designs myself. I found a manufacturer myself. Everything, okay? I do everything myself. I didn't ask FaZe for a single thing. I get my own website, tico.com, pay for it, everything. And then they still contact me trying to get 20% of my profits.
Wow.
Without ever doing anything, no design, no
That's
upload,
fucked.
nothing. They're still trying to take 20% off my clothing drops and my merch drops and my rug drops because I'm in FaZe. You did nothing for me. If anything, you were the one that pushed me away. I wanted to make it with you guys, and you couldn't deliver. In a way, FaZe is bigger than it ever was, but it's also smaller than it ever was. All of these collabs that we were doing with really big brands, you know what it is to me? All of these collabs that's coming out, it's like Band-Aid or silver tape on internal bleeding. That's the way I see it. And they think talent don't matter, they think that we don't matter, because they think that they can do everything because they see the FaZe logo as the Nike logo, and they can just do whatever they want. But there's no depth to it. There's no substance there. There's nothing behind that FaZe logo backing it. There's no culture anymore. That's what these people don't understand. So I'm asking you right now, once again, since you claim to be the biggest org in the world, you know, the leader in the space, pushing this whole community forward, leading by example, am I in FaZe or not? Because if I'm not, I would like to see a statement that I'm not anymore, and I'm cool with it. Trust me, I can stand on my own 2 legs. I have a very fucking good community. I'm not worried about that at all. You need people like me more than I need you. And I know you guys don't think that. You're probably laughing, oh, we don't need him. You'll be surprised. You need people like me and Faze. I don't need you. If I'm not in anymore, please make a statement. Let everyone know how you dropped me. I'm cool with that. Let everyone know you dropped me. I can't believe I had to make this video. I can't believe I had to sit here and say all these things. Because you would never take me seriously. And you never gave 2 fucks about me. Because apparently I bring 0 value to you. You've showed me over and over and over again how I do not mean shit to you. And I'm fully ready to lose it all. I'm fully ready to lose all these relationships. I'm fully ready for these people to hate me and never speak to me again. I'm fully ready to lose out on money. Who knows what's gonna happen? At least I can go to bed and I can wake up and keep my head straight knowing I did the fucking right thing and I fucking stood up for something. I didn't just let these fucking people walk all over me with all these lies. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But in reality, they're just paying their buddy more money than majority of talent has ever fucking seen, who was here for fucking day 1.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Yeah, there's... I don't... This video got 1.8 million views, and that's just in 2 days. But yeah, overall, Faze, up your game, man. You know, these OGs who are really a part of you. Why are you driving them away? Like, these are the people that really and truly grew the Faze brand, and you're just really throwing it like that. You know, I understand, you know, it's a big org now. You know, you've got to have all these different people in the org, but overall, you've got to respect these people in your team. And, you know, I guess all I can say for Tico is just good luck, and if it isn't working out, it isn't working out, then maybe you should go to another team. Or just do your own thing. But overall, I completely understand you. You know, you're a big part of Faze. You invested so much money in Faze. Why? You know, you invested your own money in Faze. Why would you ever want to just go from them now and just do that to another team? I fully get you. You know, and we want, and every esports fan out there wants esports to grow and do well. And I do, you know, I want it to be one of the biggest things out there with so many job opportunities and so many ways to grow and all that sort of stuff. But if you know, think that, you know, teams like Faze or whatever are doing what they're doing, I guess it won't work like that. But other than that, guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. You know, it just takes a second. Subscribe. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Good luck to Faze and Tico. Hope everything goes well, but peace out.